Have you heard of something collective 700 pounds?
No, no. I mean, I thought last year we did a really good job. I think the staff did an amazing job this year of really scheduling things really well to allow those guys to gain weight who needed to, and then even the guys who need to lose weight, we're still gaining muscle. So that's a really good improvement that we made on from last year to be able to do that.
You're actually going to have fewer on-field practices. What effect do you think that'll have as far as?
I think it'll definitely be more important for those who need to develop in that way. The young guys, transfers, anybody who really needs to learn the scheme and stuff like that, they need to spend more time doing film study, and hitting the weight room, getting recovery and things like that, so that when they do get those opportunities, although limited, they're able to make the most out of it.
Coach Kleiman said this is one of the most collective groups he feels like you guys have had in a little while, just from what he's seen this spring. Do you feel like that rings true from what you've seen?
Yeah, I think that we've done a great job this winter of just coming together as a team, building on the weaknesses that we've seen from last year. I think we learned a lot from last year, and we kept a lot of people from last year as well. So there's a lot of experience there with knowing the scheme, knowing how we operate here, how True operates, so that we can just train to the fullest.
What's maybe one part of your game that you want to improve on from last season to next season?
Pass rush, for sure. Pass rush, transitioning on play action is really important for me because I didn't do as well as I wanted to last year. And I know Uso and the other guys who played as well, they're just ready to go. They're ready to improve on the things that we saw from last year. And, we've learned from it, and now we get to put it into action during the spring ball.
This is kind of your last time around for spring.
Yeah.
What's kind of going through your head whenever you're doing these things for the last time?
Yeah. Every year whenever we have seniors that are leaving, I always ask them how they feel. They always say something like bittersweet, but it's really just business at the end of the day. I love coming in every day and working, and I don't really focus on it's going to be my last time. I'm excited to go to work. So that's really it for me. I just love the game. So whether it's my last time or the first time I'm doing it, then I'm still just enjoying the process.
Taylor, why don't you start by telling us what made you want to come back for one more year of this?
I feel like I would say like years prior, I feel like we always talked about like I would never be here for 5 years, 6 years. I'll be coming back for a 7th year. It wasn't really like a forced decision, I would say. Like I wouldn't say like they made me come back. It was kind of more like in my own thoughts, like most of those games, like it never really felt like it was like my last time, if that makes any sense. Like spiritually, and it really never felt like it was my last time out of here. So that's pretty much why I kind of decided to come back. Like my brother would ask me if I was going to come back. I said heck no. But just honestly just kept thinking to myself like was this my last ride? And it really wasn't. So glad to come back another year. So yeah.
Coach had some nice things to say about George Fitzpatrick when asked about the transfers. What's impressed you the most since he's been on campus?
He's a really smart dude. He's really fast, really athletic guy, and we need that in the tackle. And I'm really happy that he's a part of our team. He's a really good dude. He listens to a lot of house music. He makes his own house music. If you ever get to interview him, ask him about that. So he's a really good dude. He really fits in with our program. Coming from Ohio State, I feel like we kind of share a lot of similarities when it comes to like being disciplined and like work ethic. So he really fits in with us and everything he does. So I'm really excited for him.
With Matt Wells stepping in, do you feel like the offense just isn't going to miss a beat?
Nah, once Coach Riley left and Coach Wells was, next man up, I feel like everybody's still like we still got a job to do. Like no matter who's in the office, like we're gonna have things that we're gonna do, and we just gotta execute it at a perfect way. So,
As an offensive lineman and now new coach in that room, what's it like first time it not being Coach Riley?
It's a little different, but you gotta be. Life is always about changes. You never you never are in a spot where everything's the same. Something's going to change no matter what throughout life. And, you know, being here now really, like, opened my eyes about that stuff and never be too comfortable where you're at. Always be uncomfortable where things can change. So,
Is there anything you're looking to experience that you haven't done yet in your final season here?
as in what?
Like, is there just anything you really want to go out with? You can say that you did.
Let's go out with a bang, honestly. I don't know. I feel it's probably the best I felt in a while, honestly, in all honesty. So I'm really excited for this year. You know, I wouldn't say, you know, my end goal is always, you know, championship. That's always the end goal. But nothing too particular on anything. So.
You say you're
All those fast times, but you had the fastest one. Is that kind of a bragging rights? You let the rest of the guys know?
I mean, I ain't gonna say it's no bragging rights, but you know, being the fastest guy on the team is a pleasure. It's a blessing. You know, with all the work that we put in, it's great. So it's good to see us four up there at the top.
Have they told you? Have you told the coaches maybe you want to take a shot at corner? Or?
Hey, I'm ready for whatever. If I got to move to corner, because I know the speed's there, agility's there. I don't mind playing some press. So that's what I got to do. And that's what I got to do to help the team out.
Coach spoke a little bit about Avery kind of stepping up, but more as a leader. How have you seen that?
You know, Avery, great guy. Making sure if something go wrong during winter workouts, making sure he addresses the team. You know, you love to see that as Avery grows. You know, in the locker room, you see him. He don't get in trouble. He stays out the way. Does what he's supposed to as the leader of the team. You know, starting quarterback. You know, you just love to see that as he goes along throughout the year, and it's going to help us a lot with him playing that leadership role.
VJ, obviously, Marquis Siegel's preparing for the NFL draft for a couple weeks. What have you learned from him, and you know, what can you take from what he's been able to do to your own game?
You know, I would say the biggest thing that he's told me is just the unrequired. Go get some film study in not by yourself, but with another coach. Go get on the field whenever you can to work on little details of your footwork to where, you know, when that big time comes, say if it's in a game or if it's in the combine, everything's second nature to you. It's nothing new. Like I said, second nature, coming to you fast, know what you're doing. And then, like I said, with the extra film study, just going up there, meeting with the coaches to where you're not reacting to a play, you're expecting to play to where you can go play fast out there.
out of all the new guys on campus, who are you looking forward to actually getting some field time with here coming up?
I wouldn't say I have a specific one, but I'm excited about all of them. Mari, he looks like like I told him, great person. We've had a little, we work out with him a little bit. I worked out with him a little bit on the weekends, or whether it's like during the workouts with the team, you know, fast, twitchy, very know how to move quick in small spaces. You know, you like that with a corner when he's playing press. Quay, great man player, learns quick. And Gunner, you know, he's an older guy. I wouldn't say like me because he's a little bit older than me, but, you know, just him with us on the back end, smart, picks up plays really quickly. You know, he's fast just like us. So, you know, I can't wait to get those guys out there during spring ball.